Hello there YouTube, my name is Chuggy and today I am playing some Medal of Honor Warfighter, playing some Team Deathmatch on Tungawan Jungle, and today guys, I have got a question for you. Are reviews relevant? Today guys, I am going to talk about game reviews. It's something which has come up in recent times. Some interesting reviews, comments, controversy, and I wanted to actually give it some thought and talk about it today, and I would like to know your opinion basically. I'm going to state my angle on things, and I would love to know what you think. Now, I have set this to gameplay from Medal of Honor quite deliberately. When the game was released, it got some pretty mixed reviews, to be fair. Some places gave it a 6, some places gave it an 8, and it kind of split opinion. And so much so that even EA came out in the press and sort of saying that they were surprised with the scores. They were expecting much higher. But the funny thing is with game reviews is that as long as there have been games, there have been reviews. And throughout the time that there have been sort of video-based games, the format never really has changed. You'll have a reviewer, they'll write something up or produce a video about it, and they will give it a score. And that's been like that since day one. People have always been trying to exchange their ideas, their opinions, to try and get a better understanding of what works and what doesn't. That's what a review is for. But it has to be said that these days, game reviews have become, I don't know, almost slightly infected. Let me explain. So, game reviews today, if you don't get above a 6 or a 7, it's a bad game. But when you think about it, when a game is rated out of 10, 60%, 70%, well, that's not bad at all. When you go and take an exam or a test or something, if you got those kind of results, you'd be pretty damn happy. Heck, if you get above 70, that's, a first at a university, and that will set you up very nicely in the career market. But anyway, 6s and 7s seem to be frowned upon today when games get reviewed. If the game isn't an 8, a 9 or a 10, well, it's frankly not even worth looking at, touching with a barge pole. And a couple of games as of late have sort of fallen into this little category. Medal of Honor's one, Hitman Absolution is another, which surprises me. I was very lucky. I got my hands on the game last Saturday. That was, the 17th or so. And I was playing the game then, and I absolutely loved it. It's a great game. But then I was quite surprised to say, in the least, that it was getting 6s, 7s in some places, but 9s elsewhere. Yet again, you've got this kind of divide of some going, oh god, it's terrible, and some going, hey, no, this is a good game, 9. The thing is, though, that I think giving a game an arbitrary number, sort of a summary number, is perhaps a little out of date today. Reviews, as I've mentioned, haven't really changed since the genesis of game reviews, and heck, probably since the Sega Genesis, who knows. But I think the people's attitudes, the way that they consume the reviews have, and I think that's where the mismatch is happening these days. I mean, for instance, today we have this thing called the internet, and that allows people to share their ideas and thoughts a lot more easily than before. Heck, what am I doing right here? Heck, let's just take a little tangent. YouTube, gaming on YouTube. I wonder how many game sales can be attributed to people playing games, showing off gameplay and talking about it. You could probably say the same of game reviews for sure, but given that most people upload videos to YouTube and do it for free or don't do it for much money, and they certainly don't get sort of all the exclusive sort of developer come and play the game early and this kind of stuff access, you gotta say it's pretty impressive for something which has just come about as from a few guys wanting to show off their gameplay. It's turned into big business, and I think game reviews have just been caught a little out in the past. Now, again, the thing with the internet in particular is that with so many more people chipping in their opinion and everything else, it makes the job almost of reviewing a little more difficult. Because more people can spread their opinion more easily, you kind of have to almost aggregate the general opinion, and you kind of have this already with films, for instance. You've got like the Rotten Tomatoes index of if a film is good or not, that kind of thing. IMDb have their rankings out of 100, I believe it is. I don't know, I'm not much of a film person, but anyway. Other media sources have kind of already gone to the collaborative front, let's say, of the community rating a system, rather than just one person. And even though a number is the end result, that number is sort of put together collaboratively. And I think that's something which a lot of game reviews just don't do anymore. It's still the one person sat with a notebook, playing through a game, and giving their opinion on it. So in short, I think game reviews need to change to remain relevant. I think that more people inputting their thoughts into the game is a good thing. And it might be the case that logistically a games magazine, say, or a games website just can't do that. They need multiple people to play the game at once, and they kind of bring their thoughts together. Or you could take the online approach, like Rotten Tomatoes, and have everyone chip things in. Heck, I think that's something called Metacritic. The thing with game reviews is that they are still relevant. It's just that I think that in today's sort of culture where you must have at least an 8 or a 9 or else no one will touch it, needs to change, because frankly at the end of the day, if you enjoy the game, it's a good game. And if it so happens that other people do too, and share their opinion in a sensible way, well perhaps just then game reviews can be even more relevant. So anyway guys, that's my thought on game reviews. I do think that they are still relevant, but I think that they need to be perhaps compiled in a different way, and I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Please do feel free to leave it down in the comments section below. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I thought it was a pretty nice gameplay from myself and Tom. Tom going flawless, nicely done sir, and yeah, an interesting topic nonetheless. Anyway guys, as always, thank you so very much for watching. If you could leave a like, dislike, whatever you believe this video deserves, that'd be fantastic. If you have anything you'd like to add in terms of your opinion on game reviews, please do feel free to do so in the comments. And if you're new to my videos and you want to see some more from me, you can always subscribe. So anyway guys, I've been Chuggy. Thank you so very much for watching, as always, and I'll see you next time, soon.